Alright folks, how's it going? Just arrived in my little camp spot in my local woodland. It was a bit of a jungle coming in. The amount of growth is crazy. I came into this woodland about a month ago and there was nothing, and now it's all like this, but it's looking absolutely fantastic. Look at that. So I'm going to do an overnight camp. I'm going to set my tarp up somewhere in there, I think. I've got Peanut with me. Here he is, and I carried everything in on the on my old British military Bergen from the 1980s. Over that's got everything in there. Out of the way, Peanut, a second. He's not going to get out of the way. This is this is Peanut's bedroll here, and that's my tarp on the outside there. Tarp and the ground sheet all there, so I can just put that up, and I'll get that up right now. And I think Peanut might be wanting to go in his bed already. Don't know what he's doing there, but maybe I'll lay his bed out for him right now. Anyway, I'll get my tarp up and I'll show you around when I've got it set up. All right. Okay, took a bit of fiddling because it's a freestanding plough point. It took an extra 5 or 10 minutes more than it would normally if you were just tying it to a tree. So I've got these nice long poles here, and I decided to put on two guy lines. This is normally my ridge line, so that's going down in each side. That's in case I trip over one of them in the night or something, won't bring it down. And I've got my fire pit, will be just here, and then around the back. It's a little bit of an adventure getting around here. Around here. Managed to just about squeeze it in between all the ferns. I've just got it pulled back here with a little toggle in there, and then up onto this branch here. You can see that, and then I've just tied that with a trucker's hitch, which I can adjust the tension on that easy enough. It's big enough for me to pretty much walk under, and I'm gonna set my bivvy bag up just in there. Overexposed there. You see me now? Yeah, bivvy bag will go just in there. Peanut's over here having a little nap. Can't see. Here he is. So as you saw when I unpacked, all I had to do was pull out the thing on the outside of the rucksack. So that's all. Rucksack's all still completely packed. You see that? So all I took out was this bag which holds the bivvy bag, the ground sheet and the tarp. So there we go. Got some nice fernage. Right, let's get my kit in there, and then I'm going to get a brew on. See you in a minute. Just a quick look at the rucksack I'm using today. It's a 1980s British Army Para Bergen, and I had my tarp under those straps there, and Peanut's bedding were under those straps. I've taken them off, so you can kind of see the whole thing. And I like it because it's got these really nice big side pockets, and get a 1 litre bottle in those and one on the other side, and this nice big pocket at the front, and then the main compartment I think it's probably about overall about 60-70 litres maybe, don't actually know, but if anyone knows let me know in the comments. Yeah, it's a great little rucksack. I love using it, but it's obviously kind of rucksack to use on the camp where I don't have to carry too much stuff, because I'd probably need more than that for most camps, or if I was staying longer. Okay, I'm ready to light my fire now. Got a bit of dry grass on my way in. I just made a few shavings. I've got my small twigs here and some larger stuff there. And then I've laid out a few larger pieces there to just act as a base. So I'll get that lit now, and eventually I'll get a brew on. As you can see, the fire's going nicely. When I made the little tripod earlier, I did forget I'm going to need to make a hook, so I've just got this bit of branch here. So what I'm going to do is just cut it here. I'll use this longer piece, cut it about there, and then that'll act as a little hook to hang the pot on from the tripod. So I'll just do that now. Just give you a little demo how this little stick system works. So let's get that out. So there's me the stick which forms a hook. This lashing is pretty rough, and I've left a loop on here, and you just do this with the loop. That form like a double loop there, you can see that. And you put the stick in like that, and then that will just grip it. It's kind of like a little prusik, and you can move the stick up and down to adjust the height. this, different positions. Well, obviously you can move the tripod, but and then that will just hang there and that ain't going anywhere. Done a couple of tweaks. I've been waiting. I've just got another log to use, so I've got to prep some firewood later on, and I just showed you how to do the stick tripod thing. Peanuts sat in the sun over there. Can't believe he's sat in the sun. It's boiling. It's actually a really warm day, and yeah, I'll show you around the other side in a sec. But I need to get my rucksack unpacked, get my bedding and sleeping bag and everything out, and get set up for the night. Get Peanuts set up. Got his little bedroll down here, which I carried in on the Virgin. So yeah. I decided to stop trying to set up. It's a bit too warm in there. Do some firewood instead. Peanut seems to like it. He loves to be warm. Yep, so just prep that. And I'll split some of it now. Use my axe. It's cooled down a bit now, so I'm going to finish getting unpacked in here. In the Trail Guard 50. Comes with this pretty neat thing. It's called a pump sack. I don't know if you've seen these before. You can inflate it with this. Demonstrate. Good. It's fully inflated now. You can hear it. What's really cool about this pump sack is my sleeping bag fits inside it, and it doubles as a it's 15 litre and it doubles as a dry sack. So you can get the sleeping bag in there, do it up. It's waterproof. That's really cool. This is a brand new Softy 9 sleeping bag. I don't know if you remember in my last video I mentioned that my old Softy 9 zip completely died on it and it was very old, so I've just replaced it with a new one, brand new one. So this is its first time out of the stuff sack. You know, it needs his bed, I think. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Yeah. Softy 9, which is a 3-season sleeping bag from Snug Pack. And the last thing is my bivvy bag. It's Gore-Tex. There we go. All set up. The last part is this, which is Peanut's bed. Although he seems to be quite happy on there. This is nothing fancy, it's just a little, this is sleeping mat. So he wants it. And a fleece so he can keep warm. So I'm going to put this over the back there and he can dive onto that. He's got his blanket. Oh, I'll let him have that. But he'll sleep on there, I'll sleep there. And my rucksack will go in the back there. It's almost empty now. So yeah, it's me all set up in there. You've just seen Peanut's quite happy in there. He's got his blanket fleece, which he likes to chew on. I'll leave him there for a moment. So, done a load of wood prep. Got that done. It's down there. Gonna do a bit more now, and maybe some other little camp jobs. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent. Tidy up a bit and yeah, get some more wood going. Right, it's in a bit. I've got a decent amount of wood there for later, and I've got a little stack over here as well. That should be enough to see me into the night. And that's still there. I think I'm going to get on with something else now. So I've just taken this little section of, it's a bit of order I picked up on my way in. I'm going to have a go at making a spatula with it. It's got a couple of knots in it, they're quite small though, so see how it goes. Split it down, see what happens. So here goes nothing. Better. Okay, got that roughly spatula like. I'm going to finish off the rest with my knife later on around the campfire. It's not looking too bad. And I've got another bit here in case that splits or breaks. Pretty cool. Just finished finished the axe work on my little spatula. I might finish that later. I've come across a small problem with the with my tarp. Is the little I've only got little tent pegs on it, little you know, aluminium tent pegs, and so I'm getting the sun right in my eyes there. Right, that's better. And they've popped out a couple of times. There's quite a lot of tension on it, so I think I'm going to have to go and knock up something slightly bigger. The ground's very sort of a lot of leaf litter, and you know, it's quite thick. The leaf litter, it's quite soft, and these tent pegs are only like 5 inches long, something like that. So I'm going to bash some tent pegs out now. I only do 3 or 4. Should be good. I found this willow branch here. It's got several little kind of straight sections on it that are, you know, a few inches long. Got a good one there. So I'll just chop that up, and it should do the job. Okay, knocked up 5 tent pegs there. That should do the job. I've sharpened the ends, chamfered the nailing end, and there's a little notch in each one for the thingy, for the loop doesn't pop off. Job done. Let's just put them in now. Oh yeah. I did this overstrike guard with paracord, but I don't think I've done it tight enough because it seems to be coming undone. It's a bit of a shame, but no worries. It's not going anywhere. Nice. So I did 3 for the tarp, and then there's the 2 guy lines, so it was 5. That's why I did 5. The old peg. See how soft that is. I can retension this with the trucker's hitch. Just winch it up tight. Won't pull my pegs out now. This is way peanut. My axe is there. Just pop a single hitch into that. It's tied off. Not going anywhere. much better. My fire's obviously gone out, so we have to relight that. Use this to make some shavings. Just a bit of fat wood here I'm scraping. Hopefully that'll take a spark in a sec. I'm running out of fat wood. Done a nice bit of working on my spatula. It's coming on slowly. Kind of all set up for the night now. Peanut's got his eye on something. I'm going to have to deploy the tripod again in a sec and cook my dinner. So nothing too crazy tonight. Got a chicken curry and a wild basmati and wild rice pre-cooked. Oh, that was absolutely lovely. Nice easy one to cook. Just put it all in a pan and heat it up. I don't know, not too much thinking, and Peanut quite enjoyed a bit of it as well, even with the curry. So we've got a nice little fire going there. I'm gonna just chill out, maybe work on my spatula a bit more. Where's that? I was down it. It's kind of coming on slowly. I've been doing bits and pieces. Yeah, and it's still pretty warm as well. So, really nice evening. It's getting there. It's finally cooling off a bit. Still got the fire going nicely. Peanut seems to be on guard duty. He's a good boy. before I lose too much light. It is getting dark obviously, and I think I'm going to have a nice cup of hot chocolate just to round off the day before I hit the sack. I think that's boiling now. Oh, yeah. And just grab the stick. Yeah. Hope you can see me okay, because I've got the light on the camera, but it still looks quite dark. Just going to sit here, carry on doing a little bit more whittling on the spatula. Probably be finished. Might have it finished by the morning. Although it's getting a bit dark now, so I probably have to get my head torch on to do any more work on that. Yeah. Hot chocolate is fantastic. Cheers, guys. Alright guys, I'm all tucked up, got Peanut right there, although he might try and get into my sleeping bag later. He might be trying to get in now if he gets cold and the fire's just embers. I'm going to lay here, just watch that go out, and then we'll see you in the morning, and hopefully Peanut stays with me tonight, doesn't sneak off. I guess we'll find out in the morning. Good night everyone.